Hello everyone, Faith here, and today I am going to do my holiday glam. Now it won't be the expected colors you'll see because I also want it to fit into New Year's as well. So I am just going to be using some blushes and pinks for this. And also because it's my favorite color, as many of you know. So as usual, I'm going to start off with my concealer. And I'm gonna prep my eyes and use it as an eyeshadow primer. Now you rub it in as so. And now you're gonna go in with a little bit of loose setting powder and just set the eyelids. And now I'm going to be using my Tartelette Juicy palette, and I am going to be using these two colors right here as a base for the eyelids. And I just pat on lightly as so. Now, you can use any colors you want. Anything that you want, what will look good on you, it just depends. You don't have to use pink if you don't want to. Now, I'm gonna buff out the lines shown. And now I am going to use the liquid eyeshadow from Armani in shade number 11, which is, yep, it's just called shade 11. So now just to put it on the eyelids, you can use any liquid eyeshadow you want. And now, using your finger, you're just going to rub it out like so. See here? See how much of a light shimmer that gives? It's very beautiful. And you could also put on another layer like I am doing. Very, very pretty. I am definitely going to be buying liquid eyeshadows next time. And now I'm gonna use my e.l.f. Halo Glow Skin Tint. Just buff that out a little more with the finger. And now, I like to keep things light, even for formal occasions, because from my own personal experience, heavy makeup doesn't really look good on me. Like, especially when I did that fantasy look in makeup school, that did not, it was a little heavy for my eyes. You can scroll back to my much earlier posts when I became a makeup artist in January of 24. Like, I did not post that until April because it had been on myself. Now I'm buffing out my skin tint with my concealer, just spreading the product like so. And make sure it's fully blended. You don't want any lines to show. And go watch my first, go watch my other makeup tutorial that I posted yesterday. I am going to be using a lot of those same steps for my face makeup. And no, I will not be using eyeliner for this look. You can if you want to, but I would suggest a thin fitted liner to make your lashes pop. Now I'm going to go back in with my concealer to conceal the under eye area. Not a lot. Don't use too much. Generally speaking, when it comes to makeup, less is more. Except when you're doing crazy makeup looks, like for runways and stuff, and to expand your portfolio. Call me a hypocrite all you want, but I don't care. That's just for everyday makeup. I have done crazy because just to expand my portfolio and to get my name out there. And it worked. Yeah, make sure you blend out your concealer, but try not to overblend. Now I am going to go in with my contour, the e.l.f. Halo Glow Contour. Like I said, I love that line. And then I'm gonna contour my cheekbones. I know it doesn't look perfect right now, but it will be blended out. Please don't come at me. Makeup doesn't really have to be perfect, especially when you're gonna blend it out later. Like, it has to be close, don't get me wrong. Like, but not perfect. Like, now I'm just gonna blend out my contour. Like I said, do not overblend. You will be taking a lot of product off if you do. I learned that the hard way when I was taking a stage makeup class in college. And you don't want to underblend either, because your makeup will look a bit, people will notice underblended makeup. Like, just make sure you blend, but not too much and not too little. Now I'm gonna go in with my highlight, which is my Ilia Cream Highlight. I love this product. I've been using this since, I wanna say in September of 25. I love it. Now, highlight the T-zone area and under the lips. Only do that. And blend with the blender you used for your foundation or skin tint, in my case. And blend. Blend out your contour. Now I am going to go in with my bronzer, and I am going to put it where I put my contour. So like so, watch me. Don't mind that I switch hands. I've always been able to do that. And now using my contour blender, I am now going to blend out my bronzer. Like so. And I'm gonna make sure everything is completely blended before I apply my blush, my cream blush. Now I'm gonna go in with my Nude Sticks Rosy Posy blush. I have been using this since I want to say a junior, senior in high school. Love this product. I got my mom to get one. Go up right by the under eye area, but don't go too much to that area. And smile. That'll be a good pinpoint to your blush. Put it mostly on the apples of your cheekbones. And smile while doing it. And I'm gonna use the brush that came with this product. And smile when you're blending out your blush. And now with the leftover powder, I am going to bake. And after I am done putting powder on my under eyes, I'm gonna set my face with my loose setting powder. And now I'm gonna blend out where I baked, and I'm gonna put my base eyeshadow color right near the under eye area. That will make your that makes your eye look more put together. And now I am gonna use my Bobbi Brown bronze, which is a bronzer. It's a bronzer. Now I'm gonna take a little bit, smile. Do the same to the other cheek. And now I'm going to use the leftovers and put it on the area where I used my bronzer. So upper forehead and temples. Now it's time for brows and setting spray. I'm going to use my eyebrow pencil and lightly trace out the brows. So when doing makeup, you want to follow your natural brow line. Make a tail at the end first and then cover up any bald spots that you have on your brows. When it comes to brows, you really don't need much. Like I think I said that in my first video. Just gonna brushed out the product with the brush that is attached to the brow pencil. And now, using my rose water, I am gonna use it as a setting spray. And just shake it a couple times first and then spritz 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now, what I'm gonna do is, using my Benefit 24-hour brow setter, I am going to apply some brow gel. So follow the instructions that come with the instruction manual. That's how this brow product works best. And now we're gonna move on to lashes. So I'm using my lash curler, curling my lashes, and applying mascara. Now I'm gonna use my Benefit Bad Gal Bang mascara. And now we're moving on to lips. So lip liner, lipstick, and then I'm gonna add some gloss since it's supposed to be for special holiday occasions. So apply your lip liner first. And I'm using the ColourPop Golden Beach lip liner and lipstick for my lips. as usual, and now I'm going to be using the lipstick from Sephora, glossed in the shade Confident. Ooh, I like this a lot. So, this was the holiday makeup look, and I hope you all have a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's. And oh, by the way, I still need models, so if anyone wants to volunteer, well, not for Christmas, not for New Year's, somewhere in between or somewhere after, please DM me on Instagram. So, again, thank you and have a great day.